next Saturday, boys. And don't forget, it's semi-formal, open shirts and sashes. Don't forget that, will you?
Tonight, almost live, it's America Tonight. 30 minutes of TV and the UBS network. Located on the UBS Broadcasting Mall in El Tacoma, California. The unfinished furniture capital of the world. With the Punk Monks, who sing the joy of hurting yourself. With the music of Happy Kind and the Mirthmakers. And me, I'm Jerry Hubbard. Hi, everybody. And now, here's your host and mine, Mr. Bart Kimball.
Thank you. Dude, I usually put this away somewhere, but it's brand new, so I'm going to save it there for afters. Good evening, and welcome to America Tonight. I'm Barth Kimball. Okay. No, we got a big show. Save that for the end. Anyway, before we go any further, I should point out that in some parts of the country, or markets as we call them, we are seeing at the same time or opposite the nighttime big money versions of various game shows. So I'd like to open up our program tonight by saying $25,000. Maybe even $100,000. Okay? We're not going to give it away or anything, but heck, we're not even going to spend it. But I think the words themselves lend a certain excitement to the proceedings. So hey, why not? Let's be exciting. Incidentally, while we're at it, I'd like to show you some photographs that may be equally exciting. How about a new washing machine? You got that? A new car! Now, at this point, you might want to holler things like, go for the curtain! Okay? Okay. Or even Hawaii! Okay, so those are some pictures, and I think they're probably as exciting as if someone had won them. Because, well, I'm sure someone could have, and that's enough excitement. Okay, speaking of too much excitement, no more, let me introduce my co-host and announcer, Mr. Jerry Hubbard.
I heard you say Hawaii, and I dropped everything. I said, oh, boy, that's for me. But seriously, you know, you tell a lot of the things that are the truth there. I understand in some markets we're on opposite wildlife shows. Maybe from time to time you could bring a picture of an animal down here and show it. And also in certain markets we're on opposite bowling for dollars. Maybe from time to time on the show you could have some pins drop.
I look forward to the time when we can hear a pin drop around here, Jerry. Oh, or a symbol. Now, he's going to want extra pay for that. It's 4 lines or less. Listen, you've all seen young... Didn't realize I'd be talking again. You've all seen young religious groups chanting their music on street corners and in airports. One such sect, I guess they call themselves, is the Karma Shugas, and their members, they're always in the airports. And you know, the thing is, one thing about their sect I should bring up, they renounce all physical or material goods because they're always flying somewhere else. You see them in the airport all the time, never have any luggage, and that's why. So, at any rate, their members are very young, and they use the music of their own peer group these days, namely punk rock, to spread the word of their religion. I think it's a nice idea. Please welcome the Punk Monks.
Karmic love, make our love you rotten creeps. You better take our karmic love or else. Buy my flower, buy my book, my karmic book. You better buy my karmic book or else. You creep. Karmic hate, let us rub your noses in the dirt. You creep. Take our love, buy our karmic book or ours. Take this, take that, take this, take that.
I would have said too much, but I'm sure that's what everyone's thinking. Listen, that was a unique religious experience. Incredible. I'm sure it was unique for most of our audience. Well, why don't you introduce yourselves one at a time? It'd be easier that way.
Maharishi Vicious.
Okay.
I'm Maha Rotten.
Okay. Maha Fresh. That's great.
Swami Savage.
Swami Savage. Jerry, care for a posy?
Hi, and I'm Mahatma Guts.
I see.
You know, I was listening to the lyrics of your song, and in it you say, buy my comic books. Now, you're all obviously quite young. What, do you worship these comic book heroes like Captain Marvel and Spider-Man and Nancy Slugger?
No, that wasn't comic books. We were saying by our karmic books. Books about karma.
Oh, karma!
You know,
Karma!
Your spiritual energy. You know, it's called karma.
Oh, is it?
Right, it's a whole thing they believe in. That you have a...
Oh, I see.
Comes back to you, something like that, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Who's your dance instructor? Karma Miranda? What did your fathers do in the war? Kamikaze? I bet they drive a Karma Gia. Probably don't mind smelling this L.A. smog, all that karma monoxide. You know who I loved in the movies? That actress, Yvonne de Karma. You know what? I feel like going out and getting a bowl of chili con karma.
Don't mind Jerry. He doesn't really know whether he's carming or going. Oh, dear.
What happened to the Hare Krishnas? I guess it's hair today, going tomorrow, huh? These are real and they smell great.
Right. Tell me, I'll just call you people. What is the doctrine of your church? What do you believe in that sets you aside, let's say, from some other group that actually has a building with a steeple?
Well, you see, Barth, we try and spread our message of love in the most disgusting ways possible.
Well, congratulations on your obvious success. But let me just, I don't want to raise a big religious argument here. That's for Sunday morning on PBS. But isn't there a contradiction between all this hostility and hate and the fact that your message is one of love?
Yeah, but look, see, you see love spelled backwards is evil. See, it's spelled that way.
Jerry, it's spelled backwards, but it's spelled wrong. That's E-V-O-L.
Oh, I'm thinking of another word. I think there's something, a joke with motel or something. Let me work it out.
It's motel.
Oh, yeah.
That's the joke. It's great, tue. Anyway, excuse Jerry. He's got a typo here, and I think he's got a major typo up here.
Bart, Jerry,
Sir?
you see, what we do is we get rid of all the hate out of our hearts and out of our mouths, and all that's left is love and possible album sales.
It seems that you've replaced the traditional mantra kind of stuff with like various obscenities, which the young disciple, apparently, if you are young and disciples, you shout out the top of your lungs until you achieve inner peace. Thank you very much for coming on the show. And next time you're in India, I'll give my regards to the head punk or something like that. You have plans to go to India?
Any minute.
Any minute. I know the feeling. We'll be right back after these words. Stay with us. Thank you. We're back. Incidentally, thank you for the flower. I think it's wonderful. You see these people, again, I mentioned the airports, and a lot of people don't care that much about other living beings like you and I down there, but these people think enough to go out and kill a whole bunch of flowers every morning and give them out. I think that's the kind of people we're looking for. At any rate, also, something on a more serious note, I think there's at least one feeling that you regular people can share with TV stars, and that's fear of the dentist. Tonight on our own show here, our own Happy Kind has some news that might be of interest to all of us. So let's call him over. Happy Kind.
Is this how you say hello to them? I don't know.
If you want to bother. Did he fall? Just a drum roll. How are you doing, Hap?
Well, pretty well.
That's great news. Listen, what's happening in the world of mouth pain?
Well, Barth, as you know, I run a very successful dental franchise operation, and
This is true?
yeah, that's right. And naturally, we have to deal with some people who are scaredy cats. You know, nature created a lot of people that really are not capable of tolerating excruciating pain in their mouth. And then there are a lot of people that just couldn't care less. Now, why is that?
Well, I hope you know the answer or this interview's over, because I don't have any idea.
Of course.
It'd be great if you could think of an answer that is the same forward and backward. But if you do, it'd be
The answer is they're afraid of the dentist.
Ah.
Not only that, they're afraid of the pain, the agony, the hurt.
The bill.
And the bill.
They're also afraid of your gum canal work, your deep wire entrenchment, your drilling of the root canal, scraping the inner jaw, cutting an abscess with a knife,
Yes,
pulling the bimolars.
Jerry.
Now that's all very true. I wasn't going to bring that up. But the people also have a psychological fear of the dental environment, you know.
This is true.
For example, the drill, you've got the other tools, you know, the bright light, the fat nurse.
Oh, that's the worst. She's up there working in her arms, going, that back of her arm is moving. Looks like a fish market awning there or something. Looks like it's usually made of Munster cheese or something.
Yeah. Well, that's
I know
true.
the feeling. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, so what we do is that instead of having the people go to the dentist, we have a plan where the dentist goes to the people's home.
Boy, is that simple.
Really?
Sort of a dental house call.
Exactly, exactly. And all my dentists carry a harmless-looking attaché case, and in there it's just crowded oodles of tools.
Really?
And so what happens is the patient just says, well, I'd like to take a very comfortable spot in my home, and they do, and the dentist goes to work.
That's incredible. Now, listen, let me ask you, can a dentist do like a full line of dental work in a home?
Absolutely. All our tools are battery-operated. And many of our boys have done root canal work in the kitchen. That's the best place, too, with linoleum there. It's a terrible job.
Because of the pattern, et cetera, you can leave it for a couple days and
That's
won't be
right. I
noticed.
mean, you can...
You have a big spit sink, usually with a garbage disposal. You know, all this word talk about deep root canal kind of reminds me of the Panama Canal, which is actually kind of a route between the Caribbean and the Pacific Ocean. And if we could work out a solution to the Panama Canal problem, the way HAP has worked out a solution to the deep root problem, this would be the world would be a better place, especially down around South America, where I know a lot of people like to go to vacation. Maybe we should consult a dentist.
Dentist? Yeah. Gee, it's a shame, Happy, that there are some cavities that can't be filled by a dentist. I think in this case we may be talking tree surgeon.
Tree surgeon, yeah. But you know, I must tell you that we have done extraction work in the bedroom. Now, for example, if you want to have a tooth extracted in a dental chair, they have to put the chair back like this, you know, and the dentist gets up over this way. Well, in the case of somebody that selects their boudoir, you know, they say, well, that's a very comfortable place. Then they lie down on the bed. Of course, the dentist has to get over them like this, you know, for the extraction. You can see the picture, right?
Yeah.
We have one guy down there, one of our guys, that he calls himself the hillside dentist. He likes those kind of jobs, you know. And, but of course, there are other people that just like to be relaxed and comfortable outside. You know, they just like this, you know.
On the porch or in the yard or something like that?
That's right, and the dentist and he can both get a tan at the same time.
Dentist on his back and them on their face.
That's right.
Great.
You can't change unless it's two dentists.
Yeah.
You see, if it's two dentists, then they can work on each other and get a full tan.
Gee, it just sounds incredible. Is your service catching on at all?
No. No, people think it's stupid. But, you know, in order to promote it, we're having a special promotion for 1 week only. And it's a very special thing. We'll do anything in your mouth for $29.95. Anything in your mouth for $29.95.
Well, the price is certainly right.
Yeah, that's right. That'll be anything from a simple cleaning job up to a brand new set of dentures. And by the way, we have a money-saving plan whereby we offer a full line of used dentures for senior citizens.
That's fantastic. They're used by people who have either passed on or don't need them or prefer to gum, right? Something like that.
Well, you know, in my case, I ran across a beautiful set of dentures about 2 weeks ago. There was a lot of gold in them and white side, well, not white sidewalls, but I mean the white teeth in them.
Sure.
And I have found, and this is a tip for you denture wearers out there, I have found that instead of using a glass of water to keep my dentures in, I use champagne because the bubbles clean it, you see.
Is that right?
That's right, and the next day, when you put your dentures in, you walk around all day with a slight buzz.
That is great news. That's terrific. Listen, Happy, as usual, you've been a perfect filler. And I'm sure that dental historians will never forget the fact that you were a very great clarinet player, and we'll return after these words from our sponsors. Maybe This is Ellie. It's time for a little music here. The other night, if you were watching, we had Anne Murray on, and she did a thing you see sometimes on television. She did a lip-sync version of her big hit, Snowbird, and everyone went crazy. And I started to realize why, really, that these are the songs that people are singing along with, are the recorded versions, you know? And when you're watching at home, you want to sing along, and sometimes maybe the band isn't quite up to doing what you originally heard, and you say, hey, that sounds wrong. I'm not going to sing along. So I think we've learned our lesson. We're going to be doing mostly lip syncing. Why not? Dick Clark built a fortune and a nice home on the thing. So I was going to sing a song tonight based on, it's a song written by my favorite young writer in this country today, you know, if everyone living. I found him quite by accident. I was in a little diner kind of thing. You're into music. This could be fascinating for you. I'm sure it is. You're nodding as if it is. Or do you just want to come back? Anyway, I put a dime in. I hit the wrong button. I told you about this, you know, and instead of losing a dime, I found a great talent. The guy's name is Martin Mull. He's an incredible singer. You know him. I didn't know him. Well, that's great, because when you make a little discovery, you hope other people know him, too. And I was going to do one of his tunes tonight, come out and sing it for you, but I'll tell you something. I can't sing like him, and I'm not even going to try. He has got that voice that I would give my right ear for, you know, and so I figured, why not make a virtue of our vice? Let's do another lip sync. So if you come with me, I'm going to do a little lip sync. I got $40 worth of music here, too, so I might as well do a lip pick, I guess it would have to be. So if we have that record ready, do we? The guy in the booth? Anytime. When it starts, I'll start. There you stand, with your keys in your hand. You're laughing, you're leaving. Honey, I don't understand. The phonograph is playing our old favorite song. So I'll do the samba while you march along. You're taking the kids that we never quite planned and leaving the baby with her and Diane. Hey, I can't say it's right, and I won't say it's wrong. I'll just do the samba while you march along. You're taking your chances in our Chevrolet just to visit your mother who lives in L.A. You think she's still in the right, I think she's still in the way. The whole thing's absurd with a capital A. Because here we are fighting on Armistice Day. Just goes to show you it never could work. With you, such a loser, me, such a jerk. I'm no William Holden, and you're no Susie Wong. So I'll do the samba while you march along. Bye. Actually, it's not bye. You're just going to go with me about 3 seconds, and then we'll be right back. Stay with me, okay?
Tired of using it.
Available at Zodi's.
Thank you. Autumn. Thank you, Happy. And thank you for not playing on that lip sync. I think it helped a lot, and I appreciate it. Well, that's our show for tonight. I really want to thank everyone that was here. The monks, I'm sorry, I almost said mucks.
It's a beautiful experience, Barth.
It was? It was far out? Oh, that's great. Well, best of luck with your religion and everything like that, and good luck selling the books, and have a nice flight. And Happy and the Mirth Makers, thank you again. And Jerry Hubbard, as always, he showed up. This man has perfect attendance this year, and you don't get that with every show, huh? How about it? Never get sick. That's something. You never get sick. How's your love life?
Oh, well, I keep that to myself.
Let's find out. Maybe she loves you, she loves you not.
All right, let's try that.
Oh, it's going to take us forever here with these. There's a lot of them.
Oh.
So far, she doesn't. Actually, we'll be doing this tomorrow night when you come back, I think. This is a large flower. In the meantime, good night, everybody.
Tonight at 11 p.m. on Monty Python, it's the blackmail game. It's where you buy back incriminating letters and photos for an ever-increasing sum. You'll love it. And next, it's really blackmail of the deadliest kind in The Third Voice.
Light, medium, or dark. If you don't like your toast dry, jam it with your choice of 10 jams and marmalades. And remember that second cup of coffee is only an extra nickel. Ed's International House of Toast, where breakfast can be different every day for almost 2 weeks.
Tonight, some members of our studio audience will receive the following classic curves from Dittos that Feel the Fit Company. Pets to make every woman feel beautiful in sizes 3 to 15 and 8 to 18. And Lillian Vernon's catalog gift certificate. Jewelry, gift, decor, personalized items, and things from practical to whimsical. Furnished by Lillian Vernon. And improved Sergeant Sentry 4 collars protect against flea festation and tick festation. Sergeant Sentry 4 collars for dogs and cats.
Also appearing on tonight's show were Sandra Bernhard, Sandy Helberg, Paul Ryan, and Mary Edith Smith Burrell as the Punk Monks.